That money line. 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 Bet money. All the time. All the time. Spread got you. Yeah. Total got you. Lose your mind. It's about time, boy. You use that money line. It's about time, boy. You use that money line. Bet money. All the time. The spread got you. Totals got you. Lose your mind. It's about time. You use that money line. That money line. That money line. That money line. For sports betting consulting, email us at moneylineparlays@gmail.com. That money line. 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 Welcome to Moneyline Parlays, NBA Wednesday NBA Bets Edition. Please, everyone, like, subscribe, and hit the notification so you can get our Moneyline straight bets and parlays. Our goal is to get expected value out of every pick and parlay, win or lose. Let's get to the money picks. I've been out for a while. Sorry about that. I've kind of been looking at the transition of the seasons. Uh, you know, why to, differentiate the bets of different sports. So, the next time the merging of the seasons come, I'll either know how to place a prop bet, which is safer than actually betting on the whole team sometimes. Um, Today is the first day of the NBA full schedule, so I had to put a video out for this. I've been waiting for a year to use this thumbnail. I started before the All-Star game, but I never was able to, come up with a way to present my content besides doing it this way for now. So I'll eventually improve. I think I'm gonna eventually stop talking on most of these videos and go to AI, but that'll be a little bit later. Right now, I'm kind of enjoying starting off, from scratch with this, learning, different ways I can make different videos and different types of content that I could express while trying to grow my channel. All right, so let's get to the picks. All right. So the first game we have is Atlanta Hawks versus Charlotte Hornets. With the changes, from last year with personnel to this year's personnel, I want to see what Lonzo Ball does when he comes back. I don't know what's going on with him just lately, but the Atlanta Hawks made the play-in tournament last season. Uh, they lost before the Eastern Conference playoffs. The big move the Hawks made during the offseason was John Collins. They added Patty Mills and Wesley Matthews. Uh, I've seen certain playoff games where, um, you know, I don't know if it was a good thing about letting John go. Rebounding, I know it's certainly not, but um, hopefully Atlanta shows improvement with the changes they made to their roster. uh, the main centerpiece of this whole game is the additions that Charlotte failed to make. Um, LaMelo Ball, he finished last season. Um,
with 23 points, 6.4 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1.3 steals. You know, basically, when he first started, um, I was happy before he got injured because I basically looked at how well he was doing, and then he just fell off. So um, Miles Bridges, he's out. I got to give this game to Atlanta. They have Charlotte has too many people out right now, but they can still put up a good fight. Uh, I think with the combination of Devontae and Trey, they should beat them. So my pick is Atlanta Hawks plus three and a half. I'm sorry, Atlanta Hawks on the money line, and I'm trying to debate on if I'm going. I like the under 236 for this game, but um, I see some people have it under 235 with the people that they have hurt. I mean, um, I'm thinking it would be Atlanta's if they show any defense at all. It should be Atlanta's defense because Charlotte, I don't think they can defend Atlanta as well as Atlanta could defend Charlotte. So um, just stay tuned to see if I update this game. Right now, I have it as an under a 236. Um, I don't see this game being too much of a problem for Atlanta. I just think the defense for both teams suggests that I'm thinking if the people they have uh, were were not injured, they could score over 100 points. But just stay tuned to see if I update this through the community page. Right now, I have this game going under and another game going under. Uh, the next game we're going to talk about is the Washington Wizards versus Indianapolis Pacers. Um, I've seen a little look for the Indianapolis Pacers. I think they've gotten a little bit better as far as with their roster changes. Washington, they go from 1 year trading one player to the next year trading another one. So um, I have Indiana. I also have some player props. I was trying to decide if I was going to put the player props at the end of the video or create a whole nother video. I think I'm gonna just put for the first one. I'll put the player props at the end of the video. So I'm not going to talk too much about certain people that I feel should do well with the player props. So with that being said, I took Indianapolis on the money line. I also chose the under 235.5 points. Um, I think uh, I'm gonna leave the totals alone, you know, and do a three-leg money line parlay with Atlanta, Indiana, and Boston. I think Boston should beat New York. Um, I'm putting I'm put money on that they should, but we'll have to see. I haven't seen in the playoffs games. This is gonna be a good division game anyway, so um, we shall see what happens with this Boston game. But I'm gonna cover it right quick. All right. So the Celtics go on the road for an NBA season. Uh, Christoph Porzingis is trying to make a run at the NBA finals this season. It's going to be a tough defensive minded game to start the season. I like to see Jamarcus Randall and how he handles Kristoff. He's gonna have to come out a little bit more. Um, Al Horford is still available, so um, the only person that they actually lost would be Marcus Smart to Memphis in the trade. So Jalen Brown, I should, he has to have uh, a better game. I like Tatum and Jalen, but the difference between Tatum and Jalen is really who's gonna go over 21 points for the night. Um, he gets assists. He doesn't rebound that well, Jalen Brown. But those props can be discussed at a later time. I do like the Jalen Brown points and assists to be over 24 points. That instead of doing 25 points, I would do 21 and a half P points and assists. So I said it, but I'll eventually just put it some of the ones I have on there. All right. So the next game would be Houston Rockets versus Orlando Magic. Uh, you know, I like the additions that Houston's put on their team. This is an iffy one because um, I know this is the second year for this team is playing. They've had some roster changes themselves, but Houston has depth. They've added more depth to their bench. You got to watch out for that new rookie. I think he'll have over 10 points tonight in his debut. Um, Jalen Green should have a good game. I'm looking for the big man for Houston, Supreme, to have a good game. And my favorite player, I'm trying to, I got to remember his name, but I didn't get into that. Let me get out of that because right now there's too many player problems going on. And Houston Rockets, Orlando Magic. Like I said, I went with the over on this one because I think it's going to be another young game where they rip and run up the dang on court. Um, this game really means, uh, I think it's really about Houston and how, they resupplied on people that can help off the bench. And that's something I think Orlando is really learning more team chemistry and who they can utilize to play most of the game. So, uh, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Houston wins this game, but um, the public is right now going with Orlando. But um, I'll be honest with you, I don't even think I think I'm be more of a player prop when I get to this game. All right, the next game will be Cleveland Cavaliers versus Brooklyn Nets. Now I like the way Cleveland has come back with most of their players. Um, I don't like Brooklyn and how they made some late transitions. Uh, you know, with Phoenix and bringing in Spencer Dinwiddie, uh, and Ben Simmons is playing better. We have to see what type of role he plays. They added Dennis Smith Jr., Lonnie Walker the fourth through free agency. They also had Cameron Johnson. And you know how Mikal Bridges was hooping when he got to Brooklyn. So we can expect that he's gonna be the man in Brooklyn. And I have Brooklyn Nets like not winning this game, but I think I want to change it because I just seen the injury report, and I'll put the Brooklyn Nets on the money line for the first game. I see this should be a good matchup between the two. Um, it's just that Jared Allen is out. Darius Garland has hamstring issues, so that takes points, assists, and rebounds right out the gate. Now, I'm not saying that they can't take care of business, but um, it might be to the point where Brooklyn outnumbers them through the backcourt. So one good thing is the under of 221 and a half is where this number started at. Right now, I have it at 219. So if you would like to play the under, I think it'll be good to play that one too. All right, let's go. This probably should be the lock of the game here. Miami playing against Detroit. Um, just stay tuned. I'll probably put my final picks in the community pages or up under this video, but I got to get a couple of likes before I do that. So we're gonna start with 5 likes. If I get 5 likes, I'll put it on the video. If I see the 5 likes before I put in the community, I'll go ahead and put in the community too. But if not, then you're gonna have to wait, and I'll see what happens. Let's just see. Let's just get the 5 likes. If y'all guys don't mind. All right. So um, Detroit is basically coming back from off of having a lot of injuries. Main injury would be Cade Cunningham. Want to see how him and Jalen Duran play with each other. I mean, Jalen pretty much took up most of the slack. He became the man at the team. Uh, Eric Spoelstra is back for Miami. He'll be in the difference in Miami, making it back to the playoffs again. The same cast as last year: Jimmy Butler, Bam, Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero. They just added Josh Richardson from New Orleans. Um, they got some supporting cast, so hopefully Miami can take care of business, and it'll be just a learning lesson for Detroit. Um, I have Miami on the point spread because the money line is kind of high, but um, if you can add it into something that'll be cool. Like I said, I'll probably end up putting a 3 leg together and adding from there. But yeah, I have Miami at -9. Last game would be Minnesota Timberwolves versus Toronto Raptors. Um, I'm going Anthony Edwards. He leads the Timberwolves, coming with 24.6 points. I need to see what happens with Carl Anthony Towns is back. After his injury, so I want to see how well they play with Rudy Gobert, um, Siakam, and it's 3 people: Anubi, OG Anobi, Gary Trent Jr., and Pascal Siakam. You know, um, which I think uh, Pascal, is really the person uh, to be worried about with this team as far as player props goes. But they just added Dennis Schroeder to replace Van Fleet, and they also re-signed Jacob Poetel. I can't say his name. Um, so um, I also like Scotty Barnes. I hope he can come back and be a better player and mature into his position. Uh, I have I'm favoring the over 222 points, and I'm going with Minnesota Timberwolves on the money line. I mean, on the spread. So, who I think I win out of this game? It's hard to win in uh, Toronto, but um, Toronto is undersized in this match, so a good player will be able to play the money line, Minnesota money line, or the -1 because the odds have changed. So next game will be Chicago Bulls versus let's see, Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh, this is gonna be a good one too. Um, Chet Holmgren is the first person I'm gonna talk about because he can finally begin his pro career. I want to see how him and Shea get along. Uh, we haven't been able to see them, so we'll see how Jalen Williams comes back. This whole team has a nucleus that can really play. But they're gonna have to deal with Vucevic, Zach Levine, and DeMar DeRozan. I think DeMar is is probably the more realistic person to rely on. I don't know how Zach is gonna come out. I hope he comes out mature this year. Um, I think I'm gonna bet on him too, and I'll go on Vucevic with the rebounding props. But Oklahoma is playing Chicago at home, where um, Oklahoma swept both of the games with an average margin of 9. So I don't think it'll be a problem, especially with the new additions to Oklahoma, where they can match up with this team and beat them. So that's why I chose Oklahoma on the money line. I'm trying to find that game. All right. Yeah. Well, and also went with the under of 226. So I'm gonna have to, like I said, look at this. I don't know the last 2 seasons. They went over with a point total of 238. So um, be looking to see if I update the overs and the unders because it's a couple of them that I want to go through. Um, I think that's how I'll look at some of these games. Some of them I flat out know that certain people should beat certain people. So um, like I said, I'll try to select between 6 picks. I'll try to get most of the money line picks. But if I have to go to the spread, I'll go there or the overs or unders. So I'll let you know, and I'll post them in the community page. I'm not gonna say those out loud because I really need a little bit more time to just get all my notes prepared and put them on the community page. So with that being said, I'm gonna go to the next game was New Orleans Pelicans versus Memphis Grizzlies. Um, Zion is back. I hope they build off of last season. Brandon Ingram is back too. CJ McCollum is pretty much the start of this team. Some people won't believe that, but we'll see. I'm trying to see with certain people the additional Marcus Smart. You know, this team's gonna take a little while to gel. They can play with each other good, but I think they're gonna take a little while to gel with each other. Um, hopefully, they can make this a good game. I'm thinking Memphis failed to meet their expectations. Uh, I can see this game going down to the wire. They have Memphis -1. I'm going to stay away from this game. I see the over, possibly hitting. But they have so many new players that I'm kind of wondering. You know, it looks like the line started at 227 and it went down to 224. So they can tell you that you know you can possibly use the under, but you need to look and see if I'll let you guys know if I need to look at this and see if I should decide to go with the over or the under. But the last game will be San Antonio Spurs versus Dallas Mavericks. I'm kind of excited to see this game because I don't know of anyone, even I'm gonna tell you one thing about Dallas. They're gonna be on their heels because I don't see one person. I don't even see Luca being able to guard the big man. JaVale, it can't guard him. They're gonna have a time trying to guard Wembanyama. Um, Kyrie is questionable. Luca is questionable. So they go into these episodes where they have San Antonio is a good team alone, and then you go into their home team. You going to them, and you're gonna play there. I don't expect Dallas to win this game. Um, I think they're gonna do more watching this rookie play and see how they can defend him in the end. But I think this is gonna be a strategic battle between these two teams. Um, I gotta go with San Antonio. I don't think Victor Wembanyama is going to have as much problems as people think he's going to have. But I know when these teams play each other, San Antonio does not give up. It's going to take um, some added additions between the personnel that they have versus what they need to win this game. Uh, I don't see Dallas winning this game because they don't know. You know, public doesn't know if Luca is and Kyrie are gonna play or not. But right now, they need to watch the rookies and see how they go. So um, I'll start with some of the player props that I have. Probably only just put like three out there because I need to hurry up and get this video out so you guys can listen and see. And stay tuned. I'll come with some player props. All right, this is my first attempt at player props, so I'm just gonna give one. We're gonna go with Kristaps Porzingis on the rebounds. I'm thinking he's gonna have to show that he's a rebounder too of this game. It's basically with him in being a new team. I think he should be able to accomplish this. Hopefully, that he has a good game, and we'll go with the first player prop ever on Moneyline Parlays with Kristaps Porzingis.